Does the thought of a giant, fearsome feline prowling the countryside chill your blood? Just imagine it. In the dead of winter, under the cover of darkness, a monstrous cat lurks about, casting an ominous shadow over the snow-laden landscape. This isn't your typical house cat. No, this is the Yule Cat, or as the locals call it, Yule Cat, a creature woven into the ancient threads of Icelandic folklore. The Yule Cat is said to be a terror only rivaled by the harshest Icelandic winters. Its size alone is enough to strike fear into the hearts of those who dare to imagine it. This isn't just a large cat, this is a beast of epic proportions. A feline monstrosity that towers over buildings and stalks the land with a spine-chilling grace. But what's even more fearsome than its towering stature is its Christmas Eve hunt. As the festive season descends upon the land and families gather around their warm hearths, the Yule Cat embarks on a chilling prowl. Its prey, you might ask? The answer may surprise you. The Yule Cat doesn't hunt for mice or birds. No, it seeks out a much more peculiar quarry, those who have not received new clothes before Christmas Eve. Yes, you heard that right. New clothes. This terrifying beast of yore is said to have a peculiar yet terrifying habit. It devours those who have not been fortunate enough to receive new clothes for Christmas. This chilling twist on the tradition of gifting new clothes for the holidays is a stark reminder that not all Christmas legends are filled with joy and merriment. The origins of this legend are thought to lie in encouraging generosity during the holiday season. The threat of the Yule Cat was a way to ensure that everyone, especially the poor and needy, would receive something new to wear for Christmas. Because those without new clothes to wear were said to be devoured by this monstrous cat. So as the holiday season approaches and you're bundling up in your warmest sweaters, spare a thought for the Yule Cat. This monstrous feline, an embodiment of Christmas terror, serves as a stark reminder of the darker side of holiday folklore. And if you find yourself in Iceland this Christmas, remember it's not just the cold you should be wary of. Make sure you've got your new Christmas jumper on, because if the local legends are to be believed, those without new clothes come Christmas Eve are in grave danger. Remember to wear your new Christmas jumper, or you might just hear the Yule Cat's growl outside your window. Ever wondered what happens to naughty children at Christmas? Let's delve deep into the chilling heart of Central European folklore and meet a figure who is far removed from the jolly, gift-giving persona of St. Nicholas. His name? Krampus. In the snowy regions of Central Europe, where the nights grow long and the air is filled with the scent of pine and frost, a legend stirs each Christmas, not one of merriment and joy, but of fear and punishment. This legend is Krampus, a horned, demonic creature who plays counterpart to the benevolent Saint Nicholas. Krampus is not your typical Christmas character. He is nothing like the rosy-cheeked, jovial Santa Claus we're all familiar with. Instead, imagine a creature as dark as the winter's night, a figure with twisted horns, a grotesque, leering face, and a body that is both human and beast. Clad in dirty, matted furs, Krampus carries chains that rattle with every step, a terrifying sound that echoes through the silent, snow-covered streets. But it isn't just his appearance that sends shivers down the spines of children. Oh no, it's the reason for his visit. You see, while St. Nicholas rewards the good children with gifts and sweets, Krampus has a different agenda. His focus is on the naughty children, those who have disobeyed their parents, caused mischief, or failed to keep their promises. In his hand, Krampus carries a bundle of birch sticks, not for building fires to ward off the winter chill, but for spanking the misbehaving children. The truly wicked ones, the tales say, are stuffed into his sack or basket to be carried off to his lair. What happens to them there? Well, that's a mystery left for those unfortunate enough to find out. Krampus is no modern invention to scare children into good behavior. His roots run deep into the heart of Central European folklore, with images of him appearing on holiday cards dating back to the 1800s. His haunting visage has become an icon of Christmas horror, a stark reminder of the darker side of the holiday season. So, as we celebrate the joy and goodwill of Christmas, let's not forget the shadow that lurks just outside the circle of festive light. The clatter of chains, the swish of birch sticks through the air, and the growl of a creature that waits for those who stray from the path of good behavior. Krampus serves as a reminder that every coin has two sides. Christmas, a time of joy and giving, can also hold a hint of darkness and retribution for those who choose to be naughty rather than nice. So next time you think of being naughty, remember the clanging chains of Krampus. What if a Christmas witch decided whether you've been generous enough? Now that's a chilling thought that takes us to the heart of Germanic Christmas folklore and the legend of Frau Perchta. Frau Perchta, also known as Berchta or Perchta, is not your typical witch. She is a dual-natured figure embodying both the spirit of generosity and the wrath of punishment. This complex character is deeply rooted in the traditions of Central Europe, where her story has been told and retold for centuries. Let's delve into the benevolent side of Frau Perchta. She is seen as a symbol of generosity and kindness, rewarding those who have shown the same virtues throughout the year. If you've been good, kind, and generous, Frau Perchta would bestow blessings upon you, making your Christmas all the more joyous. So far, it sounds like a charming tale, doesn't it? But hold on to your hats, because this is where the story takes a terrifying turn. You see, Frau Perchta is not all sugar and spice. She has a darker side, a side that is unforgiving and ruthless towards those she deems lazy or greedy. Now imagine this. It's a cold winter's night and you're tucked up in bed. Suddenly the wind howls, the shutters bang, and in walks Frau Perchta. She's come to check if you've been generous enough, if you've worked hard and shared your resources, but alas, if she finds you wanting, her punishment is not for the faint-hearted. Forget mere reprimands or minor penalties. Frau Perchta is believed to slit open the stomachs of the lazy and the greedy. Yes, you heard that right. She would then remove their organs and, in a gruesome twist, stuff their empty bellies with straw. The mere thought of this punishment is enough to send shivers down the spine. This horrifying legend served as a stern reminder for the people to adhere to moral codes and societal norms. It instilled a fear of consequences for those who chose to live selfishly or lazily. In a twisted way, Frau Perchta was a moral compass, guiding the people towards a path of righteousness. But before you dismiss this as just another scary story, remember this. Many traditions and customs associated with Frau Perchta are still observed in some parts of Europe. There are even festivals held in her honor, complete with masks and parades where the locals pay homage to this enigmatic figure. So as the Christmas season approaches, remember the tale of Frau Perchta. Be generous, be kind, work hard, because you never know who might be watching and what they might do if they find you lacking. Forget coal in your stocking, Frau Perchta might just replace your organs with straw. What if the perfect gift box contained an ancient, malevolent spirit? Our journey into the shadowy corners of Christmas folklore leads us away from the snowy landscapes of Europe and into the rich tapestry of Jewish lore. Here we encounter a chilling concept, the Debuk. In the mystical traditions of Judaism, a Debuk is a restless, usually malevolent spirit believed to be the dislocated soul of a dead person. This spirit has the unsettling power to possess the living, leading them into a life of torment and dread. The concept of possession is not unique to Jewish folklore. Still, what sets the Debuk apart is its psychological implications. It is believed to enter the host through a moment of emotional vulnerability, attaching itself to the individual's soul and causing a range of afflictions from depression to madness. While the Debuk itself is unsettling, there is a more tangible, haunting aspect associated with it, the Debuk Box. A Debuk Box, in essence, is a container used to trap and hold a Debuk. These boxes, often antique wine cabinets, are said to hold the trapped spirits, preventing them from causing harm. They are sealed with wax and adorned with Hebrew prayers, supposedly keeping the Debuk contained. But what happens when these boxes find their way into the hands of the unsuspecting? The internet is rife with stories of haunted Debuk boxes sold online. Each tale is more chilling than the last, with accounts of inexplicable illnesses, nightmares, shadowy figures, and even physical attacks attributed to these boxes. One infamous case was that of a small, unassuming wine cabinet, sold on an online auction site in the early 2000s. The owner reported a series of disturbing events, including strange dreams, failing health, and terrifying encounters with shadowy apparitions. Despite the horror these tales inspire, it's not uncommon for curiosity to overcome fear. These haunted boxes continue to be sought after, bought, and sold, often with a warning about their alleged supernatural properties. This is a testament to the human fascination with the unknown and the macabre. As we approach the holiday season, with its tradition of gift-giving and the joy of unboxing surprises, remember the tale of the Debuk boxes. While it might not be directly associated with Christmas, The legend adds a chilling layer to the festive season. So, as you tear open your presents this Christmas, take a moment to consider the box in your hands. Is it just an ordinary container, or does it hold something far more sinister? This Christmas, beware of antique boxes that might hold more than just trinkets. How about a Christmas ghost story from the heart of America? In the early 19th century, nestled in the heart of Tennessee, there lived the Bell family, an ordinary family whose lives were about to take a turn from the mundane into the realm of the supernatural. This is the tale of the Bell Witch, a legend that has been told and retold for generations, adding a bone-chilling layer to the festive Christmas season. The legend begins with John Bell, a successful farmer and a respected figure in the community. A man of means and influence, Bell enjoyed a peaceful existence with his family. That was until one day when he encountered a strange creature in his cornfield, a creature that bore an eerie resemblance to a dog, yet was unlike any beast he'd ever seen. This encounter marked the beginning of a series of supernatural events that would change the family's life forever. The Bell family started experiencing strange phenomena, knockings on doors and windows, chains dragging across floors, and most terrifying of all, the sounds of gnashing teeth and gulping throats. The entity soon began to speak, its voice ranging from a faint whisper to a thundering roar. It sang hymns, quoted scriptures, and even engaged in conversation. But the entity wasn't just a voice. It was capable of physical attacks, and it focused most of its wrath on John Bell and his daughter Betsy. The entity was believed to be the spirit of their deceased neighbor, a woman named Kate Batts, who had a dispute with John Bell years before. The spirit even identified itself as Kate, and the name stuck. The Bell Witch, as it came to be known, had a particular hatred for John Bell. It vowed to kill him, and indeed Bell died in 1820, allegedly poisoned by the witch. The Bell Witch was also said to have terrorized Betsy Bell to the point of breaking off her engagement with a local man named Joshua Gardner. After this, the witch's activities decreased significantly, and it supposedly bid the family farewell, promising to return in 7 years. The witch did return in 1828, but its stay was brief and not nearly as violent as the previous one. After that, the Bell Witch disappeared, leaving behind a terrified family and a legend that would endure for centuries. The tale of the Bell Witch brings an eerie chill to the Christmas season. It's a reminder that not all Christmas legends are about jolly old St. Nick or magical reindeer. Some are about the darker side of the supernatural, about vengeful spirits and haunted families. So, as you gather around the Christmas tree, remember the eerie echo of the Bell Witch's voice.